good to have you join us once again on Reporters Blog. My name is Patricia Gasu. Today I'll be talking with my colleague Seth Kwame Boateng. He's the ambassador extraordinaire. We'll be talking about the price of inpatience and then the talented prisoner. He spent time with them. He was with them on the field, and he's going to tell us exactly how it was like be with them in prison and then coming out and the whole thing. You know, we'll be telling you more. Please stay. The show is still Reporters Blog, and as I said, my colleague Seth Kwame Boateng, and I choose to call him Ambassador Extraordinaire, is here with me in studio. Welcome to Reporters Blog.
Thank you, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too, dear. Yeah. I believe new things, new interesting stuff.
Yeah, I have a lot of things coming up
this year.
This year, a lot of things coming up. I think from January to March we are covered. Then I hit the road again and bring more. So we release them.
More prisoners will be freed, I guess?
I don't know. Let's see what God will do.
No, okay. Then I want us to start from price of inpatience.
Yeah.
Before we discuss that and how Seth Kwame Boateng met this particular man, let's watch the snippet.
Hello. Good morning, sir.
Thank you.
You are most welcome.
Thank you.
To Tamale Central Prison.
Okay.
I had spent almost my entire day inside the Tamale Central Prisons interviewing inmates and officers. Having inhaled that unbearable cocktail of urine and intolerable cell stench which triggered an uncontrollable headache, I was rushing out when I heard this faint, fatigued voice, "My son, come." I turned, and it was a frail, sick, and extremely old man. He was 92 then. He could barely walk and even breathe well. He had a simple message for me. He said, and I quote, "My son, I will soon die, but please, when you get to Accra, tell the president I don't want to die here. He should let me go home and die." That was the first time I met Openyu Kojo Menu. Upon my return to Accra, I informed the authorities about Mr. Menu's plight, and on July 1, 2015, he obtained his freedom resulting from a presidential amnesty. Mr. Menu, who is now out of prison, could not hold back his gratitude to the president.
I am so grateful to the president for granting me this freedom. May God bless him and all the people around him. May they have sympathy for all others who need help.
He's now 93 years and has reunited with his family for the first time in 35 years. Openyu Kojo Menu was jailed in 1980 at age 58 when he could not control his anger and ended up killing his wife and his brother-in-law.
Misunderstanding in all marriages is common. My wife lied to me, and when I discovered the truth, I got very angry. We tried settling the issue, but that did not work. My brother-in-law worsened the problem when he gave my wife to another man at a time we had not divorced. If we had even separated, it would have been better than just giving my wife to another man. All these got me very angry and I killed them.
He had a 14 and 9-year-old children with his wife when the incident happened. Though it has been 35 years since the incident happened, Mr. Menu wonders how, as a very quiet person, he became so driven by anger that he took 2 lives. He fled, but was later arrested in the forest. Mr. Menu recounts how he was treated as an animal before handed over to the police.
As soon as they arrested me, they tied me to a log and left me on a park under a scorching sun. Around 7 p.m., it started raining and I was still on the park. From nowhere, a certain man came, pulled a knife and severed part of my left ear. It would have been difficult for this person to be identified if he had even killed me. I was very lucky.
Mr. Menu spent about 10 years on remand before he was convicted and ended up spending 35 years in jail. Prison life, he says, was not easy.
I have really suffered. Just cast your mind back to the famine that hit the country in 1983. For the prison officers to even get corn dough to prepare porridge for us was even a problem. At times we slept on an empty stomach. There was cholera outbreak at that time as well. We were not spared in the prison. I am lucky I am still alive. On a good day, you will be given porridge in the morning. Later in the day, banku will be prepared with some watery soup.
Spending 35 years in prison.
Exactly.
So we have a lot of these old people there.
There are a number of them there, but last year, July, when the president granted amnesty, it covered a lot of them, and I'm happy that a lot of them are out now. I met some, they were very weak, 90 plus, 80 plus, and they were still in prison. Some had been there for, as you said, 35 years,
Yeah.
Others over 35 years. They were still there, all because of something they did so many years ago.
Okay.
That they are paying for.
Okay, we have seen the story out there with Price of Impatience. We have seen it. We know exactly what the storyline is. But I want us to talk about you. You were in the prison. You went to do your own story, and in the course of leaving, as I said, the old man called you. So let's talk about the behind the scenes, what the camera did not capture.
Okay, so
you went to that cell, or you were just passing by in
no, I was
somewhere?
I was in the Tamale prisons. I went there to interview inmates and prison officers. So I had finished my job for the day, and I was about leaving. Then I heard somebody. I was walking in front of the infirmary. Then he was seated in front of the infirmary. Then I heard a small voice, like weak voice, call me, my son, my son. So I turned, and that was Mr. Menu.
Did he know your reason for being there?
Yeah, he had been told that I had come there to report on the plight of prisoners.
Or maybe there was a general announcement to
yeah, they
all
told
of
them that Seth Kwamboateng had come here to speak to some of the remand prisoners. So just be available so he speaks to you. So he wasn't part of what I went there to do. Just that I don't, maybe that day God told him to call me. And
just like the man at the pool of Bethesda.
Yeah, so he called me.
Is it Bethesda or
Bethesda or any, yeah. So he called me, and I spent time with him. It was difficult even hearing him, but I managed to listen to him. He told me that he wants to go home and die because he knew he was dying soon. So as soon as I get to Accra, I should let the president know that he doesn't want to die in the prison. He had seen many die in the prison, but he didn't want to die in the prison, and that he wants to go home and die.
So you were just passing, and then you heard the voice. Yeah, we've seen the story, as I said, but as a reporter, you were human, flesh and blood.
Oh,
How
exactly.
did you feel when, okay, let's say your grandfather
You know, a mixture of feelings. I was sad and at the same time angry. I turned and I asked the prison officers, what is this man doing here?
What were you angry?
No, why should a 90-year-old man be here?
Did you hear of his crime?
Yes.
But you were still angry?
90 years. 90 years. If God forgive us our sins, why can't we?
Also?
So yes, I was asking myself all these questions, and when he told me that when I get to Accra, I should let the president know that he wants to go home and die, and that he should allow him to go home. I did my best. I told some people in authority about the plight of this man, and by God's grace, last year, July, he got his freedom. Yeah, it was pathetic seeing him. He couldn't see very well. He was sick, so he was always at the infirmary. What crime can he commit again? Maybe, I don't know, but what crime can he commit again when he's left to go?
Because watching the video, you realize he's much better out.
He's
than in
healthier,
prison.
exactly. You know, the wind of freedom.
No, okay, the wind of freedom, but I can also say maybe the guilt. He's regretted what he's done.
Oh, yes.
And the guilt, in a way, is killing him. The sorrow, in a way, is killing him.
And you know, what made his case very sad was that the 35 years he spent in the prison, no family member went there. No family member ever visited him. They totally forgot about him.
Because he wasn't forgiven.
Yeah, he wasn't forgiven. And they totally forgot about this man, that he ever lived or he's living. They told me that at times they will hear he's dead, information will come, this man is dead, or this has happened to him, and they will just be there waiting for announcement, to hear announcement on radio or TV. And I said that was never going to happen.
They've ruled out his his memory.
Exactly. So it was really shocking when all of a sudden he appeared in the town after 35 years.
Did you go with him to the town?
No. He took the lead and I later visited him. Yeah.
So how was the scene?
When
he was finally released and then you went to the town, he recognized you, right?
Yes, as soon as he saw me, he recognized me. He said, you are the boy I spoke to. And I said, yes, I'm here. And he told me that, may God bless you. I'm very happy. I'm home now. I've seen my daughter. You know, when he was going to jail, the daughter was 9 years, and 9 plus 35. Do the calculation yourself. And he has seen his brothers, but none of his mates are alive now. So
the generation
is off. But he's a happy man now. He's regretted. Now he's going about preaching peace and tolerance to especially the youth. He doesn't want them to go through what he went through.
Don't you think it's another way of he being taught a lesson that he might become a blessing to a different generation before he finally passes on?
Yeah, who knows? You know, God acts in a number of ways, and he knows the beginning to the end.
We will not understand him.
Yeah, but well, in a way, you know, looking at the fact that he doesn't have colleagues now, all of them have died, you understand, and now he is alive.
Yeah.
So it tells a lot. Maybe in God's own plans, he needed to be in prison, come back and speak to people about tolerance and the need to be patient.
Anger management.
And he's doing that very well. He's really regretted for what he did.
Okay, let's move to the second one. The talented prisoner.
Yeah.
As you call it, talented prisoner.
So I met him again. You know, when I went to the prison to do...
He was in which prison?
Sunyane. When I visited the prisons to do...
How many of the prisons did you go to?
Tamale, Sunyane, Kumase, Nsawam. I had already visited Navrongo. Yeah.
5.
Yeah, so when I went to Sunyane, again, he wasn't part of the people I was going to interview. Because I was going to interview... It
is their time to be vindicated.
Yes. I was going to interview only remand prisoners.
I think there are others... You need to visit the other prisons. I believe there will be certain people there that also needs to be vindicated.
Yeah.
Maybe they've been praying for long.
Well,
and
God
they're
will
just
listen
waiting
to them.
for
God will listen to them.
Ambassador extraordinaire.
No, God will. It's
the
not my
the
doing.
savior of the prison.
No, it's not my doing. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're now being used as a vessel to reach out to certain people, and
we thank
I'll
God
call
for
that a blessing.
Yeah, we thank God for that, for the strength, and this is a favor, and I thank God for that. So I went to Sunyani to speak to remand prisoners. Then the officers told me, there is this gentleman here. We want you to meet him. And they told me about...
The officers?
Yes. They told me about his artwork.
But why didn't the other side, the officers didn't point out to Mr. Mano?
I don't know. I don't know. But this guy was doing something unique in the prison. He was there and he was still drawing. The officers actually got him paints and other things, other materials he needed to do his painting, his drawings, and he was doing that perfectly in the prison. He was trying to tell his story about the pain he went through as a child, the maltreatment
Joseph?
Yeah, that he went through as a child. So they told me that, please, you have to meet him for him to tell his story. So I said, okay, come. I interviewed him. He told me about the maltreatment and how the father caused his arrest and how...
I guess at that moment you're still boiling inside.
Yeah, but...
You didn't understand certain things.
It's true. So he told me about all that happened, and I told him that God will fix the problem. That was what I told him. God will fix the problem.
Sometimes that's what people need.
Exactly. I told him that God will fix the problem. That just keep praying. Maybe I came here because of you. I told him, maybe I came here because of you. So God will fix the problem. So I came back. I did a story. Then in less than a week, about 8 lawyers came together.
Wow.
One watched on Joy News and consulted others. So they used the report on Joy News to file an appeal on the Sunyani High Court. And they came for the boy. He was there. Then they just came for him. Let's go to court. They told him, carry your arts, everything that Joy News showed. We are taking everything to court. He went to court, and they argued with the story that we did, Joy News did. And
it was finally released.
Finally, I was told they bought all his artwork in the court. Even the judge bought one.
Wow.
Yes, and after Manta, I needed to go and see him.
When it is your time,
yes, your time.
Your turn will come.
So I needed to go and visit him.
This is his 10. It
Yeah.
is his 10, yeah. So before you continue with that side, let's just watch how it went when he saw Seth coming to him.
Is the house far? Do you know him?
Yes.
You know him? Who draws?
Yes.
Where's the house? Is it far? You can show me. You can stand here and show me, and the mango tree.
Yes.
Or where the signboard is.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I'm directed to where he would be at this time of the day. Immediately, Al-Hassan sees me. He runs to hug me. He's excited, but also surprised at the visit. Al-Hassan appears healthier than I found him in the prison. All the skin rashes he bore while in the prison have healed.
Oh, that's so nice.
I was very excited. I was very,
This
very,
is like a
very
surprise
excited.
visit.
Yeah, I was very, very excited. I saw him and he had changed. You know, when I met him in the prison, he had skin rashes and all those things. But I saw him and everything had disappeared. And I was very, very happy.
Just a prison is like hell or what?
It's maybe more than hell.
Like?
Yeah, maybe more than hell. I've never been to hell
Because
before anyway.
yeah, because the two people that were vindicated, when they came out, it looks like they have a new life, like breath of life.
Yeah, but it's not always so. You know, I'm putting together another documentary that is a year after Locked & Forgotten.
Okay.
So some who were released, I've gone back to visit. I've gone back to visit them, to spend time with them, and I wouldn't want to talk much about it.
We'll just have to wait for that particular one. A year after Locked
But
and
you
Forgotten.
realize that some are in a terrible state. I'm telling you, where
Even
to
after-
sleep where to sleep.
Society will not accept them.
Society has accepted them, but what to eat and where to sleep, because of the years they spent in prison, they have absolutely nothing. And I must tell you, I Some of them, I had to even give them money to go to hospital when I visited them, money to buy food, money to take care of themselves and their families.
Wow.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
I'm just hoping that this new one coming out a year after Locked and Forgotten will change situation.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. I'm looking at the
face.
interventions the Chief Justice activated to help decongest the prisons. I'm looking at what government is also doing, the Justice for All program. I've gone back to those who have been released to find out how they are doing, how they are trying to integrate. You understand?
What's
That's
this whole interest with this whole interest with prisoners?
No, we can all find ourselves there one day. Yeah. You may not go and steal. Somebody may do something and mistakenly you are the one who
So you
can be arrested. So
the idea just popped up. Why don't I do something in an area where most people are not venturing into?
yeah, exactly, because it's not easy to go there. And I'm always grateful to the prison administration, the Interior Ministry for the access they gave me. You know, it's a security installation and they don't just allow anybody to enter, especially going there with cameras. No, they don't do that. So it was a real privilege for me and I'm happy we are seeing changes. I'm very happy that we've seen a number of changes and a number of people have come out as a result of this production and I thank God for that. So we have to do more. You know, it's about time we became voice for the voiceless.
Voice, yeah, that's what the media should be.
Yeah, so
the voice,
yeah,
the voiceless.
we have to speak for some people, and I'm happy God is.
We can point society,
exactly
standing out for them.
So I'm happy God is using us to do this,
and using you.
Oh, it's a teamwork.
Yeah, it's a teamwork. But
it's a teamwork.
You are leading
we have the camera,
team.
we have the driver, we have the sound, we have the editors. It's a teamwork. So yeah.
You have someone who also interviewed you to tell us exactly how it went. Should have counted me. I'm also part of it. Come on.
It's a teamwork.
Yes, but mention me.
Yeah, and Patricia, the number of interviews. Wonderful.
Anyway, thank you so much for your time on Reporters Blog. We're just waiting to see the aftermath of Locked and Forgotten.
So that one will be in March, but I have one coming up this January. I may want to tell you the title, The Cleansed Land.
Okay.
Then there will be another one before Locked and Forgotten. I'm working on all of them.
Wow.
Yeah, but viewers should watch out for The Cleansed Land.
Viewers, watch out for The Cleansed Land. We have more documentaries coming up, and you always need to stay glued to your set with Joy News as your channel, because we have more compelling stuff, more interesting stuff to show you. But before then, thank you so much for your time on Reporters Blog. It was so nice having you once again, and Happy New Year.
Many happy returns.
Ambassador Extraordinaire. And that was my colleague Seth Kwame Boateng, the Ambassador Extraordinaire. It was nice having you join us once again on Reporters Blog. My name is Patricia Gasson. Till same time next week, as always, stay blessed.